for watching and welcome back to my channel. Today we are going to talk all about my 2021 beauty favorites. So I got all of them right here, well, all makeup. I do want to additionally let you know my favorite skincare, body care, hair care, lifestyle, all that type of products as well. But I figured we would start first with the makeup and then I'll do an additional video for everything else. So today we're gonna get right into my 2021 makeup favorites. So this year was a year for me about easy, dewy, and let me think of another word. Easy, dewy, and honestly just peach blush. I'm gonna keep it real. Like, this is the first year that I am a mom of two. So all of the products that I fell in love with were products that were true to me, that I knew were gonna work 100% of the time, that were easy to use, that hydrated my skin because my skin is dry AF, and gave me a nice, youthful, awakened glow to make it look like I got some sort of sleep. So, and I have my little notes here so I can tell you guys exactly how much everything is, and I will also link every product for you down below in the description box. So if you choose to desire any of these products, they'll be all right there for you. And once I upload the additional favorites of 2021, I'll link those in the description box as well. So let's go ahead and get into it. We're gonna kind of start in the way that I would do my makeup. So first thing first is primer. You'll notice a trend of a certain favorite beauty brand that I didn't anticipate being my favorite. So we'll talk about that more as the time progresses. But my first product is the E.L.F. Poreless Primer. Now this retails for $9. Honestly, this will last you forever. Like, I've had this so long and it looks like I barely have taken a dent. You can see a couple little, like, I guess like scoop marks in there, and that's because I ended up getting the applicator that E.L.F. sells for it. Let me know if you guys want to see a video about like brushes and things like that, my favorite ones. Personally, I just don't enjoy products that require me to put my fingers in them, and I just think that it's unsanitary. Like the Clinique cleansing balm, everyone raves about it, but like, to me, I don't want to put my fingers in a product continuously because I just feel like that's very unsanitary. It's where a lot of bacteria grow that will cause acne, which I already have a problem with. Anyways, I'm getting off topic here. So E.L.F. Poreless Putty Primer is one of my favorites. I have a lot of pores right in my nose area, on my chin, and in the middle of my forehead. So I tend to kind of double prime. I'll do like a dewy or like a hydrating primer all over, and then I'll do like a pore filling primer in the center of my face. So I really do enjoy this one. Like I said, it retails for $9. The next primer I have is an additional pore filling primer. This one is the Professional, but the hydrating version. So I had been using the original Professional for years, strictly in those areas that I had just explained that I used in the E.L.F. because I'll either use one or the other. But I got this in a set, I want to say probably like October or November of this year, or this past year, I'm sorry. And I really enjoy it. The only issue is that yes, it is more hydrating, which I enjoy, but I feel like the original fills the pores better. So I'm kind of torn as to which one I would prefer. I mean, I'm using this one because I have it and I do enjoy it, but as the longer that I have been using it, let's see, so it's January now, so I've been using it for like 3-4 months. The longer I use it, the more I feel as though I need more of like a mattifying primer in that T-zone as far as longevity. But like I did say before, it's very hydrating. It feels really good on the skin. This one retails for $32. That's a lot of money, $32. All right, next. Jaclyn Cosmetics Skin Perfecting Oil Primer retails for $34. This stuff is amazing. It is so hydrating. It just sits so well on the skin. It makes your skin look flawless, makes your skin look fresh, hydrating. Honestly, it's so good. The only time I don't use this is if I like directly go into my makeup right after skincare. So like say I took a shower, washed my face, I did my serum, I did my moisturizer, my eye cream, all that, and then I'm going to do my makeup right afterwards. I'm not going to do that. It just feels like it's too much, especially after like a serum and a moisturizer and all that. So if I tend to put my makeup on like later in the day or way after, not way after, but shortly after I've done my skincare where I feel like it's absorbed enough, then I'll use this. This stuff is good. I actually already have a backup because it's part of the limited edition holiday collection. So I really hope that she ends up doing some sort of staple product with this, because I don't know what I'm going to do when I run out, because I don't have anything like it. I've never tried the Smashbox primer oil. I believe that's the brand that has it. But there's just something about this one that just like makes your skin look flawless and increases the longevity of your makeup. This is really good. Out of the 3 primers, this would be the top one I would recommend. So next we're going to go into foundation. I have 2 foundations. I have the Anastasia foundation and I have Giorgio Armani Luminous Silk. And you're going to say, Ashley, everyone talks about the Giorgio Armani Luminous Silk. The reason why I'm including this is because I strictly bought this to wear to a wedding. And I bought it because, you know, everyone raves about it. Everyone says it's amazing. I'm going to be taking a lot of pictures at the wedding, or I was hoping I was going to take a lot of pictures of the wedding. And I just want to make sure that my skin looks flawless. It does that. It does. It is extremely expensive. Is it worth it? I think as something to purchase for like a luxury item that you're going to use for special occasions that you know is going to work, that you know it's going to look good, that's going to look great for pictures and like weddings and things like that, I think that's great to have. I think this is great to have for that. Like, this is like my special occasion. I'm getting pictures taken. I need to look flawless with Bam Thank You Ma'am foundation. And I have the shade 4.5. This is my everyday favorite foundation. This is, I think, the Luminous foundation. And this is the shade 110C. I actually have, like, no lie, 6 shades of this foundation. And that's just because I love it so much. That's what I'm wearing today. I just find that it is like a glow within type foundation. I've been selling it like crazy at Ulta when people ask me, oh, what foundation do you recommend? I recommend this every single time. I color match this every single time. To me, it's a good amount of coverage. I would say it's medium and it's buildable. I don't like too full where it looks like I'm wearing a mask. I want to see some of my skin. I want to see some of my natural elements. I want to see like a natural skin finish. And this is exactly what this is. Like, it's going to make your skin look healthy. It's going to make your skin look glowy, but it's not going to look oily. Honestly, I don't have anything negative to say about it other than I wish that the color range was better, because I've color matched a bunch of people, or attempted to color match some people in this foundation, and it's not well versed in that respect. And that happens a lot with Anastasia products, which sucks because I love the brand, but their color ranges are not my favorite. But the foundation is my favorite. If you can find a color for you, which is why I have 6 different colors, because I'm still trying to figure out which one works best for me, which sucks, but this stuff is amazing. I love it. And a little goes a long way. Like, this bottle is going to last me a lifetime, honestly. Okay. Oh, I didn't even tell you the prices. So, Giorgio Armani is $64. And the ABH is $38. So, still a little up there. But if you get like a 20% off or something, it's not that bad. And Anastasia was doing a lot of sales on their website where they get like 25, 30, 40% off. So, I ended up getting mine 40% off. So next is concealer. So concealer, I only have 2 products. Everyone talks about Tarte Shape Tape. I typically use Ultra Creamy and all that, or I'll use like Maybelline Age Rewind. I'm kind of like sporadic when it comes to my concealers. Honestly, I don't really stick to much other than these two products. The Becca Under Eye Corrector in Fair Light is my go-to. I put this on when I have time. If I know that I'm like gonna have time to do my makeup and I'm going out or I'm getting like photographed, I definitely do this. I do it under my eyes, after my foundation, before my concealer. And for concealer, I have the Anastasia Magic something or other, Magic Touch Concealer. I have the shade 4, but it's a little dark. I think I got the shade 3 or 2, I want to say, in my drawer, but I haven't opened it yet. This is like a very full coverage concealer, but it's easy to blend. Some full coverage concealers, I have a hard time blending. Like, they dry quickly, or they're too matte, or they're too thick and they don't like blend easily. I don't know. There's something about this that's really good. I have the, I think, number 5, which is like almost strictly peach. So like if I don't have time to do this, I'll quickly do like a little bit of the peach in the insides of like my under eye, like in the inner corners, and then do a layer of this one over it. I didn't color correct under my eyes today because I didn't have time, but these are usually my go-tos. The Becca Under Eye Brightening Corrector is $32, and the ABH Magic Touch Concealer is $29. So next we have setting powder. My favorite, like, this is my favorite product of 2021. The Jaclyn Cosmetics Luminous Powder in Brighten Up. This stuff is amazing. Like, if you know, you know. If you don't know, you need to know. Okay, go buy this right now. Stop the video, take my link from my description box, and go buy this. And the reason why I'm saying this is because it's gonna make any foundation that you have on not only look flawless, but make you look like you're glowing. So say I want to use a matte foundation, and you know me, I want like glowy, dewy, healthy looking skin. You put this all over, and honestly, it just looks like you're just radiating. Like you have like a pregnancy glow or something. I don't freaking know. It's like magic, I swear. It's so finely milled. Like, I can't even describe it. This formula is just insane. I literally put it all over my face, my neck, my chest, anywhere that I have makeup, anywhere that's exposed. Even if I was wearing like a tank top, I put some on my shoulders. Like, it just makes your skin look healthy. That's the best way to describe it. And I use the shade Brighten Up. I believe it's the lightest. To me, it just kind of like it says brightens up, like makes everything look brighter and healthier. So this is my absolute favorite. Like, I love this freaking stuff. I love it. I don't know what I'm gonna do without it, if I'm ever without it, but next, oh, and this is $32, worth every fucking penny. So next is the Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Flawless Setting Powder. Again, everyone talks about this, and the reason everyone talks about it is because it is that good. If you want something that's going to give you that blurring effect, that flawless, poreless, just amazingness, this is it. I actually use both of them the majority of the time. I'll do this one like right after I do my foundation, and I'll kind of like take like more of like a stiffer brush, and I'll kind of like press it in all over, and then I'll do like a big fluffy brush with the Jaclyn Hill all over, and it's kind of like my little combo. And I have the shade One Fair. This stuff is pricey too. This is excuse me, $45. But I've been using it every time I do my makeup, and honestly, it doesn't even look like I've used it. So I feel like it might last a long time. Then at the very end of the year, there's this girl that I follow. Her name is Saya, I believe is how you pronounce it. She is the owner of the Riches Season brand that you guys see me wear sometimes. I really enjoy that brand. I've enjoyed it since she started it, pretty much. and she is really good at makeup, and she always has flawless under eyes. So she posted a picture one time, and I messaged her and I was like, would really appreciate it if you could do like an under eye tutorial and show us how you get like flawless under eyes. She messaged me back. She goes, honestly, it's just the Huda Beauty setting powder. She's like, I swear it's the best. So I immediately bought almost every shade. And I have been using it ever since. And honestly, she's right, because I've tried every setting powder. I've tried Laura Mercier. I've tried Smashbox. I've tried Makeup Forever. I've tried Fenty. I've tried Cover FX. I've tried Becca. I've tried literally everything. And I don't know what it is in this powder, but it just is magic. If you have a hard time with like creasing under your eyes or not being able to fully achieve that brightening effect that you want under your eyes, especially if you're on the fair side like me, try this out. Because like I have tried a couple Huda Beauty products previously and I was never really impressed. Excuse me. And what really turns me off about Huda Beauty is how fragranced their products are. It's overwhelming and overpowering and not my favorite, to be honest. This does have a scent, but it's not unbearable, and it pretty much goes away once you kind of wipe the powder off, like after you're done baking. So it doesn't bother me as much. Like their, I think like Faux Filter, I think it's called, that foundation, not only is it super, super, super full coverage to the point where it's like a mask, but it is so heavily fragrance that I cannot stand it. I don't have an issue with this. I have the shade Sugar Cookie here, but I have the 3 lightest, so I kind of go back and forth. Typically, I'll either use Sugar Cookie or I can't think of the other one. I think it's like a pinky. I'll use that under my eyes. And then sometimes I'll even set like around this area if like I'm going to be wearing a mask all day, and it helps reduce like the rubbing of my makeup coming off of my mask. This stuff is honestly the best, and I never thought I'd say that about a Huda Beauty product, but there's something about this. Like I've even like mixed my own concoctions with setting powders because I've just never found the right one. This is the right one right here. And this one retails for $34. Let's see, we got bronzers next. I only got two bronzers. I try to keep it real light and real simple because like some people will be having way too many favorites. No, favorites means like 1 or 2, like not 6. So the 2 bronzers that were my favorites this year were the Physicians Formula Butter Bronzer, the original color bronzer, and the Fenty Beauty bronzer in the shade In the Sun. So this year I actually repurchased this because my other one I had hit pan and it was so old. So I was like, you know what, it's time for a new one. And like I'm already kind of making a little indent there, but honestly this is the best drugstore bronzer out there. I'll say it. It is the best for drugstore bronzer, and it's the best for someone with a complexion like mine. If you have a complexion like mine and you have a hard time finding a bronzer because it's either too gray or too orange or too whatever, this is going to be your best friend right here, is the Butter Bronzer. I highly, 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 highly recommend it, and it smells amazing. And this one retails for $15.99. So yes, it's a little bit higher on the drugstore like price scale, but honestly it's good and it's gonna last you a long time. And then I really like the Fenty one as well. This is what the shade looks like. Sometimes I'll even like contour with this sometimes depending on my mood, but it's just a really good formula. It's pigmented, but it's not too pigmented where you can't work with it. Like some bronzers are so pigmented that as soon as you put it on and you go to blend it, it's just like meh. You know what I'm talking about. Like this, you don't have no problem. It'll blend in great, lasts a long time. Honestly, it's just a really good product. This one retails for $30. So next is my favorite category, blush. Come on, you knew. You already knew. Jaclyn Luminous blush. So this is the same exact formula as the setting powder, but it's in blush form. It's actually what I have on today. I have the shade Lover Boy on today. It is extremely pigmented. When I tell you, you need the littlest bit, because I have a heavy hand with blush. I love blush. I like a lot of blush. I want all the blush. It's my favorite category. It's my favorite thing to purchase, my favorite thing to wear. Especially being so fair, I just feel like it just gives life to my face. And every single time I use this stuff, I end up going too heavy and I have to go over a little bit with foundation. Side note, trick, if you ever go too heavy with your blush, take whatever you used to put your foundation on. If you used a foundation brush or a makeup sponge, take that and put it over the blush that you just put on that's too pigmented, and it will kind of blend it in seamlessly and lessen how pigmented it is. Make it look a little bit more natural. That's what I had to do today. So this stuff is amazing. Like, I literally have every shade, and this stuff is literally gonna last me a lifetime because you only need the littlest bit. It goes on so smooth. It just makes it look so natural. It has a great luminosity that's not too overpowering, because I have some texture on my cheeks, so sometimes a blush that has like luminosity or dewiness or shimmer can emphasize that texture, and I have no issue with this at all. And these retail for $30. And then, of course, you know, I had to mention I have the little ones because I get the little mini value sets because I'll never go through a whole one. And I have the shade Joy, the Rare Beauty liquid soft pinch liquid blush. It's so good. It is. I know everyone talks about it and it's in everyone's favorites video, but it really is good. And I think the reason why it's good is because not only is the color selection good, it comes in I don't know how she words it, but I know like there's a dewy versions and then there's matte versions, and a little bit goes a long way, and it just gives such a natural, nice sheen, healthy look to the face. And it just, I don't know, it's just beautiful, honestly. Like, I have gone through my makeup collection recently, and it's to the point where I've pretty much taken out all my powder blushes. Well, where is it? Minus these, of course. And strictly have liquid and cream blushes at this point, because to me, I feel like they're just better overall. Like, to me, they're going to give you the better natural glow than a powder blush will. And I feel like a powder blush kind of moves the products underneath, where I feel as though a cream or a liquid sits nicely on top of it, and it doesn't emphasize any texture too. So these retail for $20. And then my last thing on the blush category is the Patrick Ta expensive ass blush palette. How much was this? $58. So I gave in with the Patrick Ta, you know, everyone talking about it. It really is that good. And it's very pigmented. Very, 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 very pigmented. But it's so beautiful. Like, you would look at this and you'd be like, holy shit, like, these are bright, bright. I wore this, I don't know, reddish, peachiest one to a concert. It was so pretty. Like, I just love it. And he actually tells you to put the powder first and then the cream over the powder to kind of melt the powder in. The shit looks so good. So good. Like, I know they don't make this anymore, and I'm sorry for mentioning it, but honestly, any Patrick Ta blush is just gonna be amazing. I believe the single blushes are like $34. Well, I mean, it comes with the two, the powder and the cream, and I believe they're like 32. They're so good. Honestly, just get your hands on them, at least one, and try it, because the hype really is real. I didn't think it was going to be anything crazy. I didn't even know if I was going to keep this, honestly, especially because like the darker color, I'm like, I'm never going to wear that. I've worn it. It's beautiful. It's beautiful. They're all beautiful. It's just amazing. I hate mirrored packaging because all you see is the freaking fingerprints. Anyways, what's next? Highlighter. I don't think I grabbed my highlighter. I didn't grab my highlighters. Anyways, I'll just tell you what they were because I didn't grab them. I'll put them on the screen. The Jaclyn Hill's Accent Highlighter in the shade Iced, I believe. That's the only highlighter I've been wearing. And it's on my cheeks right now. It's $16. And then Benefit Cookie. The hype was real on that one. Remember a couple years ago, everyone was dying for that freaking highlighter. Love it. Love it. It was $30. So those are my two highlighters. I can't say I'm typically. I used to be a ginormous highlighter fan. Ginormous. Like I had every Becca one. Like I would be glowing to the gods. Like I loved highlight. As years have progressed and my texture has gotten more, I'm not really a huge highlighter person. So like the fact that I like these two is pretty big because I wasn't wearing highlight at all before these two for a while. And the reason why I like them is because they don't emphasize texture. They give you like a natural within glow, but you can also like layer them and like amp them up to make them even more intense if you wanted to. Like sometimes I want that vibe, so I like that you're able to do so. And the color is just a great color for my skin. I need like a good champagne that's not too gold but not too silver. Like those are the good vibes. So next category is brows. And brows, I only got one product, and you know what it is? Essence Make Me Brow. I wear the shade 02 Brownie Brows. It is $2.99. The only thing I have in my brows right now. The only thing. Bomb.com. Get you some. Next, we got mascara. My combo right here that I figured out. It only took me God knows how long. So we got the Lancome Silhouette Booster XL Vitamin Infused Lash Thickening Mascara Primer. $28. Only primer I've been using. Very good. Works with every mascara I've tried to work it with. I typically put it with this one, which is the Lancome Definicils Defining and Lengthening Mascara. Primer's $28, mascara is $29. This is a bomb combination. Also, this with the, I think, Idole mascara from Lancome, also a great combination. I like it because it doesn't make my lashes fall. My lashes tend to fall throughout the day because they're very like straight. So the primer helps keep them up. And then the mascara really helps like lengthen and volumize them. Super good. And the only mascara that I use on my lower lash line is the Maybelline Lash Discovery Mini Brush Mascara. The brush is super tiny, so it'll get in there. I don't have any mascara on my lower lashes right now, but it is only $8.99. So if you have a hard time with like lower lash line mascara where it's smudgy, or like you're trying to use something like the Better Than Sex one that's just massive and it's just kind of getting everywhere, get something like this that has the tiniest brush. Let me show you. See, it has the tiniest brush. And it literally just gets right in there. And you have no issue, no smudging, no none of that. This is good. What's next? Lips. Only one product for you. The only product I tried and the only product I wore. Maybelline. It's not even Maybelline. Milani Liner and Spice. Color Statement Liner and Spice. Honestly, it is just such a good color. It is so smooth. I'm barely touching, and it's literally just like See that color right there? So good. It's like a good brownie nude. I had it on my lips when I went out one night. Lasted all night. I had no issues. Only retails for $4.99. So good. What's next? Eyes. So we have the Jaclyn Cosmetics Glaze Over Shimmer Top Coat in Icicle. Honestly, all of them are really good. I have every shade. They retail for $26. And this is what they look like. Honestly, if you are similar to me in the sense that you're a very busy person that doesn't have much time for yourself, get you something like this. You don't necessarily need this per se, but get you something like this in regards that you are able to just kind of swipe and go. Like, I literally just take it, swipe, take it, swipe, kind of blend out the corners a little bit just so it's like seamless, and I'm on my way. It honestly gives you, I don't know if you can tell in this lighting, but it gives you like a wet eye look, which is, I think, really cool. I really enjoy having something that makes it look like I put forth effort without actually putting forth effort. You know what I mean? So that's why I like stuff like this, like single cream eyeshadows that I'm able to use in an easy, effortless way. I don't tend to have a lot of time to do my makeup, so the eyes are usually the last thing on my mind. Like, I'm not gonna sit there and blend for 4 hours. It's just not, it's not in the cards for me. So this literally takes 1 second and you just swipe it and you're done. So if you are someone who tends to like not do your eyes at all because you just don't got time for it, which is what I used to do, and then I used to look crazy because I'd have concealer or foundation or something all nasty on my eyes, get something like this. Even if you get like a Maybelline, or NYX has like some single eyeshadows, ColourPop, even like their Super Shock highlighters, I've put that on my lid. Like something just super easy, and it just honestly just like completes the look and makes it look like you put that much more effort, and it's just so good. So I love this. And then also kind of staying in that realm, I have the Makeup by Mario Master Crystal Reflector. This one's the shade Citrine. If I can open it. I hate these things because I always feel like I'm going to break a nail or I'm going to like ding the product. And that's what it looks like. Literally just one swipe, done. And this retails for $24. I think he has gold, white, and bronze. You could even layer it on top of it. Like you could take one of her gold cream eyeshadows and then put this on top of it and make it even more intense, or wear them separately, whatever. Honestly, just get you something that you can wear. What am I trying to say? Just get you something that you could wear effortlessly. Something like this. Perfection. Anyways, so say I did have time to do my eye makeup, this would be the palette I would use. And yes, it's still in the box because I have OCD and I keep all my palettes in the box. But I have used this a couple times already. So this is the Natasha Denona Retro palette. Honestly, the colors are just like right up my elm. I love purples, I love pinks, all that. Like when I went to the wedding, this is the eyeshadow palette that I used to create my look. Natasha Denona eyeshadows are unmatched, and they're unmatched because of the quality and the performance that you're getting. The mattes are so creamy and blendable, and the shimmers are just gorgeous. And just them two together is just a match made in heaven. And honestly, if you are able to splurge, find a Natasha Denona palette that like speaks to you as far as color story goes, and get it and just try it. It is so good. I just honestly, once I started using her products, I never went back. I don't even remember the last time I used an eyeshadow palette that wasn't Natasha Denona. And this retails for $65. I didn't realize I had this many pricey items. I apologize, but these are truly my favorites. I can't lie about that. So setting spray, I have two. I have the Fenty What It Do, and Morphe Continuous Setting Mist. I use both these together. So I'll do the Fenty one first and then I'll do this one over it. And honestly, this combination has been life-changing because the Fenty one is a dewy setting mist. So it gives you that dewy glow, but I still feel like my makeup isn't as flawless as I would like after I use it. Like I could still see a little bit of like powdery type vibes. So then I use this over this and it just kind of just like, a lot of whistling in this video. I don't know what's going on. It just kind of like melts everything together and just makes everything just amazing. I don't know what it is. I don't know what made me decide to put this combination together, but it has been amazing. I love it. I literally have like 8 of these in my makeup collection because I cannot be without it because the mist is just the best ever. So this one, the Fenty one is $30 and the Morphe one is $16. Morphe one is so freaking good. I'm not like the biggest Morphe fan, but this spray, I just love it. I only have one more product left. Are you guys proud of me? I'm proud of me. So my last product is for contour. And the only thing that I have used, you can see that it's very well loved, is the Kat Von D Shade and Light palette. This specific shade right here, what is it? So Conscious. It's just the perfect contour shade for me, honestly. It's like enough gray where it does indeed look like a natural shadow, but it's not too gray where it looks muddy. And I have learned that the more smaller, precise brush you use, the more natural the contour looks, if that makes sense. I should probably do like an updated makeup look for you guys. Let me know if you want to see that down below. It just really like gets into the cheekbone and really chisels it out a lot better than a bigger brush or a bigger tool. And I don't know, that with this color, I just have found that it's just been like the perfect combination. And it makes the contour as natural as a contour can be, if that makes sense. I don't have any contouring today. I didn't have time for that, but I should definitely show you guys what I mean when I say that. But this has just been my tried and true forever. Like I've tried a bunch of contour shades and cream contours and all that stuff, and I just always go back to this. And this retails for $50. But like I said, I've used it and abused it, and it ain't going nowhere. It's one of my favorites. So that's everything. The bin is empty. Well, empty of products, has my notebook. But yeah, that's everything that has been my favorite for 2021. And I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. Let me know down below what else you'd like to see. And I will see you guys soon for more 2021 favorites with skincare, body care, hair care, and a little bit of lifestyle sprinkled in the mix.